Fashion Dolls. Welcome back to the Dollhouse. Day after the milestone, our 1,000th interview. Fashion Dolls, I hope you all are doing awesome as I am. We are here with actor and model Daylon TGIF First off Friday. How has 2026 been for you thus far?
Oh, happy Friday to you as well. Honestly, 2026 for me, it's actually been quite well. Honestly, I just came back from New York a few weeks ago, attended New York Fashion Week for walking the New York Fashion Week runway. I'll say so far it's already kicking off. Really busy for me, honestly. And then next week I gotta go on set for season 5 of Mary Kingstown. I got help with that side of the production of that show. But yeah, I'll say that so far 2026 is looking quite promising, honestly.
Yes, yes. And congratulations, New York Fashion
Oh,
Week.
thank you.
And I
Thank you so much.
come after that. So let's start at the beginning of your journey. You were
Hmm.
born and raised in, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. Born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and currently residing in Pittsburgh as well.
Okay. For you growing up, who was you saw on television? It can be in a book, it can be on a magazine for you that inspired you to get into acting and modeling. I know for me growing up, because I love fashion, my show is basically solely founded on fashion and beauty and all of these different things.
Right.
And the person that I saw was Janet Jackson. Another would have to be Holly Berry, Grace Jones. Those were just a few that I looked up to and idolized. Oh, this woman, Diane Carroll, that also inspired me. Lynn Whitfield is another. I mean, Janet Hubert, Aunt Viv on The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. All of these women were Vanessa Williams' pleasure of sitting down with. All of these catalysts, how I got into the beauty and fashion world. So, who was it for you that inspired you to get out and model and act?
That's an interesting list that you have, honestly, because I would say for me, uh, it starts off with names like Woody McLean, Morris Chestnut, Jonathan Majors, the Michael B. Jordans of the world. Like I feel like those guys really just helped me just kind of like open up my mind and creativity. And then I saw like an interview that Woody did a couple months ago with Cam Newton, and him just telling
Oh,
his
yeah.
story of how got into his like where he started, where he had went to jail, but then that also just kind of like helped him open up his mind, his creativity, where he shifted away from that and he just got into with like touring with Chris Brown and become a backup dancer, and then to where he is now, where he branched away from that. That also helped inspire me, and even like with Morris Chestnut, because I actually met Morris Chestnut. I worked with him. I was a stand-in for a couple of days on Watson whenever he was filming here in Pittsburgh. Uh, like even just talking to him and like asking him about how his journey has been. He said even since like with Boys in the Hood, he just kind of just always just kind of like carried that craft over, just helping him build. So I feel as though that was a really important question that I like to have asked him whenever I spoke to him, when I worked with him. That really helped me as well. But I would say so far, like those guys are really just they were my biggest inspiration. And talking to Morris Chestnut and then seeing how he works with his craft, and then seeing with his other guys how they just keep building upon their craft, even though they're already big names. They just keep going than where they already were. They just keep just going and going and going. Like even with Michael B. Jordan so far, this is what his first time being Oscar nominated for Sinners so far. And he was already a big name, so it's like just seeing a guy like that. It's like man, it just helps me overall. So yeah, I'll definitely say those guys have been my biggest inspiration so far.
Chef Sky, hi, brother. Shout out to my brother K Tooks, host of the K Tooks Spot. Make sure you guys please head on over and check out his platform. But I'm gonna go back. You've mentioned Woody McLean, that interview with Cam Newton, where he broke down, and we didn't know this. He talked about fatherhood as well too. into
Right.
that. But these men that you've black men that you named from Michael B. Jordan to Woody and so many others, Morris Chestnut as well too. These
Right.
men literally have own stories of the telltale signs, and it's important that we give people their flowers while they're here. Even Morris Chestnut, I feel like a lot of people don't give him his flowers enough as an actor as well too,
I
and that's
agree.
important. So I'm mentioned him as well. Shout outs to you. Hey Chef Sky, hey girl. Um, but I want to touch on before we jump into part of the conversation, Woody's
Yeah.
interview. Not only that, but you could tell he was getting emotional, and
Absolutely.
in that interview, and it's like for black men, I wanted to ask you that question. For black men, uh, toxic masculinity has plagued the black collective.
I
And
agree.
it's like don't show emotion, but to see Woody vulnerable in that interview, you guys have to go and check it out on Cam Newton's platform. You got him to open up. It was a space like, okay, bro, I got you. Whereas for women, it's easy for us. I can go and vent to any of my girlfriends or my mom or my grandmother who's I'm thankful she's gonna be 82 this year, y'all. So she's gonna be celebrating a birthday this month and I can pick up the phone and I can easily call and talk to them. Whereas women, we come from an emotional place, is to be vulnerable and share how they're feeling as well too. So that was a question that I wanted to ask you. Mental health for Black men. How are you with protecting your peace, and what advice would you give to Black men on protecting their peace and being vulnerable and being open?
Honestly, that's a very interesting question because one thing about me, like mental health is honestly the biggest and most important that anybody can deal with, especially as black men, where we live in a world where black men get told to be a certain way, they gotta act a certain way, or like even with just like certain households where they could just have like parents where they tell them they'll act like a certain way, like you can't show emotion and you just gotta be like a little sternish in a way. But honestly, the biggest advice I can give is like just overall protect your mental health more than anything. Like this comes
Yeah,
first, then everything else is second. Like your mind comes first before your body. That's the honestly the most important work that you can have. I even shared a post about this. I'll say like a couple of days ago about mental health, especially in the black community. That needs to come first. It really does because, like you said, it's like just with mental health and then the whole toxic masculinity thing is plaguing honestly like just black people in general. It's really bad with black men. Like what I also try to teach other black men, like especially like around my age, like just be you, just be happy, like be yourself, like look for new and like creative ways just to like help your mind as well. Like quit worrying about like things that's not important in this world that are bringing you down. Like overall, just stop worrying about like what others are saying about you. Like just stop doing that. Just like pray to God, ask him for guidance and give him like ask him for a peace of mind. That's what I do as well. That also helps gives me like a sense of peace as well, just also helping me with my mental health as well. Like even just like sitting down, just working on yourself, like whether it's like meditating, praying, like just like overall just physically exercising, that helps as well. Like even just going to live. Let's just say you just want to take like a day to yourself, like just going away from the world, like just from everybody. That also really helps, especially meditating. That really does help.
more absolutely. And I'm gonna touch on that as well too. Yes, self-care is important, and that's something that I preach a lot of on my platform as well. I encourage people to be gentle to themselves and take care of themselves. And here's a
Agreed.
study. Studies show that about 5% to 10% of African American men experience depression through many causes and cases, like 29 years old, experience a sharp increase in depression with rates of Comroid substance abuse. My God,
Hmm.
7.36%. So it's important that you are taking care of yourself. And I know a lot of people figure out ways, to cope with depression, to cope with I know a lot of people like, okay, I drank, you drink yourself to death, you smoke yourself to death, but that's not
Yeah,
the way. You got to find an outlet to do it. And I'm glad
exactly.
you mentioned exercise because in the Black collective, we have to make sure that we're being healthy because, well, we're all we have. It's
Agreed.
important that you are taking care of yourself and pouring into yourself. And everybody has their own ways of self care. I know for me, I love to get my hair done. I love to get my nails done. I
Right,
love to I love to write. I love to flip through magazines. So find an outlet that works for you. I love to do puzzles.
right,
Find an outlet or an escape plan that works for you as well. Definitely.
right. Definitely. Like, cause they like even for me, I would say like like you said, gonna go like get my hair done. I go get my hair cut, go to the gym. Like most importantly, I go to a spa, like get facials done. Go to a spa, like get your feet done as well. Like there is like a weird epidemic going on where black men are told, don't go do none of that extra stuff. Like you don't need that done. Like that's only for women. This is not. But it's a false narrative that's not true. It's all about self care. Like that is the biggest and most important thing that black men have to do. They have to take care of themselves because, like you said, they look as an escape of, especially in mental health, they look as an escape as like smoking, doing drugs, drinking, and that's not the way to turn because there's like a percentage going on in the world where these amount of black men have died just from doing these drugs and then drinking themselves to death. But I always try to tell people, like, especially just young people, just because the older you get, there's going to be times where your body truly does need like self care. Like a lot of people, and like especially in this community, they really do ignore that, and I do feel like though that's a big problem that needs to be like spoken up like towards like a just with everybody, especially with ones that on like a bigger platform. Like I always make sure that I always try to share like information like that just to give people that reminder.
And I'm so glad you touched on that. It's looked down going to take care of themselves. It's called basic grooming and hygiene. These are things that
Right.
we all have to do. So there's nothing wrong with a man taking care of himself. You know, it's
Exactly.
normalized for women. For us, we go and we do it all the time. But when a man does it, it's looked down on. And that needs to stop. I remember sitting down with another actor, and he said the same thing, Nelson J. Davis. And he says he likes to get his hair cut. Fellas have to take care of themselves. They go to the barber shop or whatever. And it's
Right.
the same thing for us women. I know my beauty regime is it's a lot more for women. We have a whole lot more. So I don't wake up looking like this anymore. So I have to make sure that the lashes and everything is on point. The hair is on point. Every single interview consecutively out of all 1,000 of them, you cannot say I was not on point. The hair, makeup, everything. And thank God for an amazing makeup artist, Melanie Nalamai Bridgers, for executing it perfectly. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
But
definitely shout out to her.
for men,
She did
it's
great.
looked down upon when they're going to. Absolutely, and I'm thankful. She's been with me since the beginning. She's been with me since the beginning, and I'm so thankful for her. I don't know where I would be without her. There wouldn't be a beautiful Miss Stevie coming on every day if it wasn't for her and a
Right.
team of black women that are behind me, making sure. My cousin, who's coming on the show, she's one of the co-owners here of Style by Stevie, and she'll be on the 13th. So you guys,
Wow, I'm
it's
definitely gonna check her
already
out.
set. You can go on ahead and click that reminder. My cousin Sherry will be coming on the show. You guys have been asking about her. She's coming back. But I wanted to touch on this because it's looked down upon for black men to take care of themselves. But Nelson was saying the same thing that you basically have to, as black, pour into yourselves because you can't pour from an empty cup. And it's so easy for us because it's human nature. We give a lot of ourselves to the world. You have to make sure that you're pouring
Exactly.
back into you as well.
That is so
Definitely.
true. And also, I think like a lot of people, they don't even like look into like the future of like the older you get, they don't realize like if you take care of yourself now, let's just say like 10 years from now, like some people they don't start looking as good as they did like 10 years prior. Like your health comes first in all aspects. Like your health just comes first. And then there's this thing going on where they say black men are scared to go to the doctor. Like, no, just ignore that. Go to the doctor, go do what you gotta do. Honestly, like especially where you feel like something's off with you, you know that you're not 100% yourself. Don't be scared to get help, whether that's with a doctor or even with a therapist, like where something's going on with your mental health. Talk to a therapist, honestly. Like people are just so scared of being judged and not accepting what they need for themselves. I feel as though that's a big issue going on, definitely in the black community. And I feel like there really needs to be an instant change with that. It really does.
Absolutely. And look at there, my girl, Faith is the substance. She says, we have to meet up. You're kind of cute. And Daylon is in the
Oh, thank
Pittsburgh,
you.
PA area.
Thank you.
Yes. So speaking of which, Faith, you guys can check Daylon out on Mayor of Kingstown. So we're going to talk about Mayor of Kingstown, Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner, Jeremy Renner, Jeremy Renner. My God. And shout outs to the writers on this show as well too.
Oh,
What was it
absolutely.
like being
Definitely.
casted for this show?
Honestly, I would say for that show, like it's an interesting like experience so far, like because like everything as far as with that production is just very fast. Like the writers are very nice people, like they're so down to earth. The directors, like even the actors themselves, just like the whole crew and the whole production. As far as anything that I've worked on, I would say Mary Kingstown really helped me get to where I'm at right now, especially just getting to know those actors, the actors like, or even like the co-creator Hugh Dillon. Shout out to Hugh Dillon, by the way. Amazing guy, very amazing guy. He's so knowledgeable. Like even just like talking to him from time to time on set, just like the knowledge that he gives and just how he explained how things could be in this industry and his relationship with Taylor Sheridan and how they had sat down and discussed like just the ideas of how we're going to put this show together. And yeah, with the fact that they even put it together, and now it's one of the biggest hits on Paramount TV or just TV in general. Like, and it's overall just a really, really amazing show. Nonstop action. You don't know what to expect. Like, even if you like look at the scripts, you don't know what to expect because it's like, man, I did not expect such and such to happen with this character so far. And overall, like, it's just like you would think it's a big surprise on TV. It's also a big surprise like behind the scenes as well, because it's like we just go like, oh man, like this is insane. So I would definitely say Mary Kingstown for me has been honestly probably like the best part of my journey so far. It really has.
Jeremy Renner, did you get a chance to meet him on set?
Oh, actually I do. I actually speak to Jeremy from time to time on set. I this is also like a time where like last year when they had wrapped season 4 of Mary Kingstown, we went to the rap party and we was like me and him and just a couple other guys, we were all just having a ball. We were all just talking, bowling, just having a really, really great time. Jeremy, he's just so down to earth. He really is. Also his nephew is an amazing guy as well. His nephew, Alexander. He works the production side of Mary Kingstown. He's always with Jeremy. Great guy. Like overall, it's like when you talk to Jeremy, it's like talking to Xander. When we talk to Alexander, it's like talking to Jeremy. So it's like for it to be like uncle and nephew, like their personalities are so identical. But overall, just great and overall people just to be around. D Smoke, great person to be around. Toby as well. Oh my goodness, Toby is like the biggest. He's like the biggest teddy bear on set. Like, like he may look like mean big bunny on TV, but oh my goodness, behind the scenes, just the sweetest guy ever. Really is. Yeah, I'll definitely say I had an amazing experience with Mary Kingstown so far.
And y'all can go and check out, and it's an amazing show. So you guys need to go and check it out. Paramount. If you can binge watch it. I suggest you go and binge watch it and check out Daylon and the show. And speaking of films, my next question to you, if you had to choose a theme song that plays every time you enter a room, what would it be and why? What would be your theme song?
I would say my theme song for me would be 21 Questions by 50 Cent. Why I'm saying 21 Questions by 50 Cent, because when I was younger, that's the one rap song that I always heard and I can always just like hum to it. Cause that's the one song that made me fall in love with just hip hop overall. Um, and just like I'm not even just saying it because my dad was always playing it, but it's like of everything. This song is like the song that really feel like shape just my point of view and just like music and myself, because I used to always like listen to that song myself, like even just growing up. So I would definitely say 21 Questions by 50 Cent would be mine.
Oh my goodness. Now, speaking of questions, would you rather have your thoughts be broadcast for everyone to hear or have no inner voice at all if you had to choose?
I would definitely say a broadcast for everyone to hear, because there'll be certain times where I have like certain thoughts where I feel as though it needs to be heard for other people to hear, because like what goes on in my mind or what I be thinking about, it kind of goes on about how I think life should be or how like everyone should be regarding life. And then you never know. There's always that one person where if you do broadcast how you express yourself, especially in a way that they relate to it, they feel like to themselves, man, I really needed to hear that. Thank you so much for even just saying that. Cause like I felt as though I was just lost and I didn't even have like a thought for myself. But the fact that you actually even posted that about yourself or even just broadcasted that, that really helped me a lot. Cause there'll be times where people can be in a certain like situation and I could just express how a certain situation should be or how you should act in a certain manner. Most people don't even have that thought. They can sort of have this tick where they act in an impulsive way. Like, let's just say if I tell somebody where it's like, hey guys, just stop worrying about what other people are saying about you. Like, always like be you, be yourself, like
Mm,
be how God created you. Like, instead of just trying to be the next person that you know isn't really for you. I always try to tell people that do what's for you, do what you love, and do what God puts you on here on earth to be.
absolutely. Absolutely. What's a life lesson that you would say that everyone should learn?
A life lesson that everyone should learn is love and respect everybody no matter what, because we live in a very crazy world where you just don't know if somebody is just dealing with the worst moment in their lives. If you see someone on the street, make sure you just always just be kind to them. Just be kind to everybody. Honestly, I feel as though that's what this world truly needs, because we're living in a time full of hate right now. It's really bad. Um, just a time full of just craziness overall, but just overall, just be kind to just everybody you meet. Don't even, and like even if there's a time where someone will try to even get you to stoop to their level, don't stoop to their level. Like you are being a bigger person just by being you, just being kind overall. Like people don't know the power that you have in that. Just to just hold your composure and just be overall just kind, just or someone might just be just rude. Just tell them, listen, I'm gonna pray for you. Just have a good day. Just be that overall. I mean, bring some more positive energy in this world. That's what this world needs right now.
More than ever, and conversations. And speaking of that, what's an underrated quality that you appreciate in others and other people?
I would say underrated quality that I appreciate in other people is that especially with some people, they have like their own way of thinking, you know, like their own way of how they view the world as well. And I love how they even try to give praise to God because we also need to give praise to God as well. Just the fact that He got us like breathing, eating, and sleeping right now, like giving us the ability to always like wake up each day and just live. Because I would say for me, like I also like how some people also like come to that fruition as well, and just the idea, and that's the really underrated quality, especially in today's era. Really underrated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's one belief or value that matters to you the most?
One believer, I would definitely say one value is always have respect. Always, always have respect. That's a key thing I think that is diminishing in today's day.
Absolutely.
Always have respect.
If you could make change in the world, one change, what would that be?
If I can make one change, honestly, if I even had the power and the ability to, I will free everybody from like just curing diseases because diseases is the number one killer that's going on in the world right now. Um, like people getting sick overall just with cancers and things like that. If I had the ability just to change that in today's world, I really would because let's just say if you live in a time where you and your family, you know what I mean, you can just be away from the world, just live all with your family, but there's always that one family member where they're sick and then you just hate seeing how sick they are. But it's like you wish you could just do something about it overall. Especially there'd be times where doctors can't even do nothing about how sick they are. But if I had the ability just to change that, I really would.
Absolutely. What things get tough? What keeps you going?
I would say what keeps me motivated, it's just praying to God, honestly. Just praying to him and asking him just to always show me a light, give me a wisdom, just help me overlook all the bad things that's going on in the world so I won't have to feel hopeless. And I feel as though that really does help me as well because I feel as though he always gives me that light and just that positive thinking and just overall just giving me the thought where there's always a light at the end of the tunnel through the dark times.
What's one moment in your life that totally changed how you see the world?
Uh, I would say like one moment that had me see the world differently was I feel as though it really happened during COVID, where some people they didn't really like look towards like reality of life before COVID as much because you never know where there's a time where it's like let's just say something like that happened again. It helped give you like the reality of how life can really just hit you in just an instance like that, and it really just helped me shape my view where it's like there's certain things that go on. It is really not worth it overall because we have a limited time in this world. Like time, honestly, is the most valuable thing that we have. I would say, like, we're not going to get like like what happened yesterday. We're not going to get what happened yesterday back. We're not going to get what happened a couple years prior back. Like even when tomorrow passes and the day after that, we're not going to get that back. So I always tell myself, I always need to really just set in, just and just appreciate life as much as I can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, with that being said, it's 2026. You've got Mayor of Kingstown. You just did New York Fashion Week. What is next in your chapter? What is next in the chapter for Daylon Burks? What else are you manifesting?
I would say so far what I'm manifesting, especially in 2026, is well, what I would say is so far I'm in two talks with two agencies right now. So I'm manifesting that both those work out, honestly. So and then I also got a manifestation where I'm also gonna manifest this time. I'm not gonna say I hope I'm gonna say I'm manifesting that I'll get a role on Law and Order, one of my favorite shows, or even the upcoming Power series, the new Power series that they're filming in New York right now. So I'm manifesting those two, honestly, I really am. And overall, also just more commercial work because like for me, like even like getting both my first two speaking roles on commercials, that was really something that also helped me open up as an actor as well, especially with improving. I also got a great, really great friend of mine that I also met on set of Mary Kingstown. He's also his name is Phil Rice. He plays as character Digo. He's also my acting coach as well. He also really helped me like with the idea of just opening up as an actor and just showing me light, especially just attending his acting classes. Oh yeah, also by the way, if you guys ever get a chance and always want to be an actor, definitely check out Phil Rice's Lights Camera Ready page on Instagram. Great acting coach, really is. Overall, just a great guy. But yeah, I'll say as far as those, that's what I'm manifesting so far in 2026.
Absolutely. So you guys stay tuned. Make sure you're following Daylon, and also go and check out Mayor Kingstown on Paramount as well too. Now, March is Women's History Month, and I told Daylon that we were going to be getting into some Women's History Month trivia. So I'm gonna quiz his knowledge on these remarkable women. All right, and Fashion Dolls, if you're
Okay.
watching at home, you guys can sound off in the comments as well too. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. And it's going to be by categories. Okay, multiple choice. So to make it easier on y'all, okay, this is a no-brainer. Rosa Parks is best known for A, leading the Seneca Falls Convention, refusing to give up her seat in the Montgomery, Alabama bus boycott, or C, writing the Declaration of Sentiments.
Refusing to give up her seat on the bus in Montgomery.
That's correct. That's correct. All right. All right. Let's see. Let me try to shake it up a little bit here. Okay. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Here's your choices: Florence Nightingale, Marie Curie, or Rosa Parks.
Uh, Rosa Parks, I believe. Oh,
It's Marie
hold on.
Curie.
What did you say the first two names were? Marie Carriage? Okay.
Physics
Marie
and
Carriage.
chemistry.
Okay.
All right. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to, here's your choices: A, climb Mount Everest, B, fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, or C, win an Olympic gold medal.
Fly solo across the Olympic Ocean. That one, definitely. No brainer.
That is correct. All right. Another no brainer. Who was the first black woman elected to the U.S. Congress in 1968? And here are your choices: A, Kamala Harris, B, Shirley Chisholm, or C, Rosa Parks.
I'll say B.
Shirley Chisholm, that is correct. Yes.
Yep,
All
definitely.
right. Who founded the National Organization for Women in 1966? Betty Friedan, Gloria Steinem, or C, Susan B. Anthony?
Gloria. Is it Gloria so far? Oh,
It is Betty Friedan.
oh man, Betty Friedan. Okay, Betty Friedan.
Okay. Who organized the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom? A. Dorothy Height, B. Ella Baker, or C. Rosa Parks?
A.
That is correct, Dorothy Height. Dorothy Height
Dorothy Ice. Yep.
organized the march in 1963. This is very pivotal. Yes. All right. Let me shake it up a little bit here. This is a no-brainer. Which poet wrote Still I Rise?
Which poet? Man. Man, I kind of learned that one years ago. It's like, oh, uh, do you have a hint for that one?
Is it A. Maya Angelou, B. Emily Dickinson, or C. Sylvia?
Uh, Maya Angelou.
That is correct. Maya Angelou's Still I Rise. I
Okay.
Know Why the Caged Birds Sing. Phenomenal Woman. The Heart of a Woman. And I have those. By the way, is my sister, she was a major Maya Angelou fanatic. Like she would always, you know, and I think she also got the chance to meet her as well too. It was on a school field trip. So years ago. May God rest her
Oh,
soul.
really?
All right.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And she was also on Poetic Justice, right? Maya Angelou. She was on Poetic
Yes.
Justice.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
huge
sure
figure.
was with
She's so
Janet
important,
Jackson. And
huge
some of
importance
the points
in
that
Black
Janet,
history.
yeah. Who wrote the novel The Color Purple? This is a no-brainer. A. Toni Morrison, B. Alice Walker, or C. Zora Neale Hurston?
Toni Morrison. Oh, not Toni Morrison. C.
Zora Neale Hurston wrote Their Eyes Were Watching God,
Oh, Zonia Hurt.
and Toni Morrison wrote Paradise and Love. Which are two books to that? Yes, it is Alice Walker. Alice Walker wrote The Color Purple.
Alice Walker. Okay. Alice Walker.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right, now we're going to sports. Which tennis player has won the most Grand Slam singles titles? Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, or Serena Williams?
Serena Williams.
That is correct, Serena Williams. All right. Which woman was a key leader in the Underground Railroad? That is a no-brainer, my girl. And here's your choices. We got Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, or C. Ida B. Wells.
Harriet Tubman.
Yes, Minty. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right, now you better know this one, Daylon. Y'all know the hence the blonde hair today. Y'all, I went blind because of this woman here. Y'all better know it. Which woman holds the record for the most Grammy Awards won by a female artist? A. Beyonce,
Oh, you know what?
B. Taylor
Definitely
Swift, or
Beyonce.
C.
'Cause
Aretha.
Beyonce, no
Queen
brainer.
B?
One of my
Yes,
favorite artists
yes.
growing up. Dangerously in Love, one of the best R&B albums growing up. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Like I used to binge that album like crazy. Uh,
Oh, she's had so many. Hi, Diva. Shout outs to you, Alexis. You got it,
Oh,
girl.
hi Alexis, how you doing?
Welcome. Happy Friday and TGIF. We were doing some Women's History Month trivia here with Daylon, and you came in on the tail end of it, so you guys have to catch the replay and catch up on it. But I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna take some questions from the audience. All right? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me shake it up a little bit because I like to mix them up.
Okay.
Who was the first woman to fly into space from the United States? And here's your choices: Sally Ride, A, B, Mae Jemison, or C, Eileen Collins.
You said the first woman or first black woman?
First woman. First woman.
Uh is it Mae Jemison?
She is one of the first, but it's Sally Ride. So it's Sally Ride for
Oh,
this one.
Sally Ride. Okay,
Yeah.
Sally Ride. Okay, Sally Ride.
But hey, we'll count it. We'll count it. Yep, Diva got it. Sally. All right. Okay. I think that is it for our Women's History Month trivia, celebrating women and our accomplishments all month long throughout the month of March. So, Fashion Dolls, it is now question hours. Do you guys have any questions for Daylon or myself? And I hope you guys have been enjoying the trivia. You've been messaging me and asking me to do more trivia with my guests throughout the week. And we're going to do that. Next week, Monday, we have Carolyn Jones. She will be joining me. So we're going to be getting into that. Finding out ways to protect your peace in the midst of chaos of everything going on. So make sure you tune in to Monday's show. And that is set. So make sure you tap your reminders here on YouTube and have that bell set to all so you'll be able to get all the notifications when I'm live and just jump right in. Okay? So do we have any questions for Daylon Fashion Dolls before we get into the final thought of the day? The final thought of the day. I love the trivia. Yes, and it's also a way for us to learn together as well too. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning some of the things I already knew, like about Harriet Tubman, like about Sally Ride, like about Margaret Thatcher, all of these amazing women. In fifth grade, there's a book called Almanac, and I think it's a book on all of these amazing women who have contributed to the world, whether it's going to space. And of course, y'all know I love Lucille Ball. I Love Lucy was one of my favorite shows growing up. And Lucy is in the book.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love Marilyn Monroe. Love her. She's in the book. All of them are in the book. Tina Turner's in the book. It's these amazing, remarkable women who have contributed to anything through science, inventions. Like they have it in sections. So it's called A for Almanac, I think that's the name of it. And my teacher had it in
Yeah,
fifth
I'm gonna
grade,
definitely have to check that out.
and I took it with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely gotta check that one out.
and
Yeah, one thing about me, I'm a
it's got
book
all of
collector,
these
so I like to
amazing.
I'm gonna have to get that.
Yes, and what I love about it is it breaks it down. Like okay, news. Like one section will be news. Uh, You've got one for entertainers, and the page kind of opens like a stage curtain, and it's all of these. It's their. It's not their actual picture, but it's their. The artist did a great job illustrating what they look like. These women. So yeah, go and check it out.
Yeah,
And
definitely
my
gotta
girl
check that
Diva
out. I'm
has a
definitely gonna check
question
that
for
out
you. She
because I
said,
know
"What
it's,
is your favorite color?"
you know what, Alexis, that's actually an interesting question. Overall, growing up, I never overall had like a favorite color, but like I would say like the closest thing to like maybe it being my favorite color without it actually being my favorite color is black. Maybe people even notice I'm always in black. Obviously I'm in a black hat, black t-shirt. I'm always in black, but it's not really my favorite color. 'Cause I always tell myself, it's like, man, what color do I really like love? And so far I never really actually chose. But the closest thing is black, and then after that is red. So those two things a little closest, but overall, I would never really say it was like my top favorite color, but closest might be black. Like I know it's a little weird, like without me having a favorite color, but uh, the closest will be black.
And she asked, "What is your favorite movie?" Shout outs to my colleague Alvin Tip for Tat. This and that. Make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to his platform as well.
My favorite movie, honestly, is Menace to Society. That overall is just my favorite movie. I really love what Lawrence Tate brought to the table as his character, Old Dog. Um, Even with the character Kane, perfectly written character. John Singleton. John Singleton, out of all the black directors, he does the most amazing job, in my
Mm,
personal opinion, at giving an insight of how the black community really is in reality. And then after that, my second favorite movie is Baby Boy, also by him. So I feel as though he just do a great job. Then Boys in the Hood, great film. Just those three so far, my top favorite films. But definitely Menace to Society number one, Baby Boy number two.
absolutely. And Poetic Justice was also a John Singleton film.
Yup,
May he
sure
rest in
was.
grace.
Poetic
Like all of
Justice,
these are
amazing.
cult classic films that he's created that were part of our childhood.
And for many that don't know so far, because somebody told me that they never knew this information until I told them. Many people don't know before Tupac passed, he was supposed to play the role as Jody on Baby Boy. Some people don't even know that. So I even told people about that little trivia history so far. That was his original role before it was replaced by Tyrese. But overall, Tyrese just did an amazing job just bringing that character to life on Baby Boy.
Oh yeah,
Just just great films that really are. The movies never get old to me. Like they get better as time goes on.
that's you learn something new every day. I never knew that, and it must have been fate. It must have been God's doing because Taraji and Tyrese made that film come alive.
Yeah,
Made it come alive,
exactly. That they did. Just the chemistry that they had on there was just remarkable. It really
and
was.
it's on Tubi now, so you guys can go and check it out as well.
Yeah, definitely check that out if you guys haven't already. Definitely. Amazing film.
Definitely. We're still taking questions with Daylon, and then we're going to get into the final thoughts, which ties into Women's History Month. And I hope you guys it made them famous. Yes, no doubt. And Terry T. Mouse, who I've had the pleasure of sitting down with, shared a story with me because he worked with Taraji P. Henson and shared a little bit of the story of how she got the role for Baby Boy. And John Singleton was looking for an actress, like an actress to play the character because she played Yvette in the film. And it's just like, okay, which girl would be perfect for it? And her. That was the first person who came to mind. It was Taraji. So a little bit of the backstory, but you guys can go back and check that interview out here on my channel with Terry T. Miles. He asked me, "Who would your dream interview be?" I think that was one of the questions, and I said Henson. That that would be just all
That
her
would be a great
energy.
one.
When you see her on screen, when you see her on screen, she makes that character so believable. Whether it may be Proud Mary,
Oh
whether it may
yeah,
be Acrimony, but what's the other
definitely.
Cookie Lions? It can
Cookie
be
on
any one of
Empire.
those characters. She makes strong. I mean, she's done so many, and she makes that character
Too
so
many.
believable. She, yeah,
And also like a lot of people like underestimate her range as well. Like her range is just so impressive. Like even just watching Straw, like I watched Straw for the first time, like I would say like 2 months ago. her performance on there was so Oscar worthy, in my opinion, that honestly, overall, the movie itself just made me cry. And just seeing how she had raw emotions with that character, it just felt just so relatable and just believable that the movie was just having my eyes bawling, honestly. Just her performance in Straw, like that really showcased her range to me. And like you said, just her memorable character on like Empire as Cookie. I'm still hoping that they do the spinoff with Cookie Line. I'm still praying. I still got my fingers twisted on that. I'm hoping that they do that because honestly, like I don't think we can ever get enough Cookie. Like we love Cookie so much. Like I love Cookie Line. I really do. That's one of my favorite characters overall. But Taraji, she's just an amazing actress. One of my favorite overall. She really is. Just she's just so important in the acting world and just filmmaking history. She really just with her talent and just who she is.
Absolutely. I'm waiting on the spin-off too. Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels, if you ever see this, a lot of people are wondering. So fingers
Yeah, we
crossed. Who
got fingers
knows?
crossed,
Who
Lee.
knows? Definitely, definitely. And I'll say this also about Taraji as well too. She, with her being a mom, she's actually a mom in real life, and she talks about motherhood. She has a son, and watching her portray a mom on television is natural instinct, natural intuition for her because you're having these sons. She's got one son, and then you're having all of these sons on the show Empire. So you're having to balance out each
Right.
son's personality. So that's something I think each of her characters are relatable to us in some sort of way because they,
Agreed.
and as you said, she brings it to life. She breathes life into this character as an actor. We know this. When you go on set, you leave that character on set, but don't bring it home with you. And I know a lot of people, you can't help it. It happens sometimes. You bring the character
Yeah,
home
right.
with you, and your family or your loved ones are looking at you like, "What are you talking about?" You're just like, "I'm sorry, I'm still in character mode." So you kind of have to separate the two, definitely for sure.
Yeah, right. Definitely. Like some people, I feel like it's hard for them to have this ability to compartmentalize, like where you like lock in on set, like it's like just the idea of just clocking in, clocking out, locking on set, bring that character to life, compartmentalize, don't even worry about everything else that's going on at home. Then once that day is over, shut that off for the day, go back home, just be you. Like I feel as though like some people overall, like even just some actors, they don't have the ability to compartmentalize. But being an actor, like even being a model, just have the ability to just compartmentalize. That is always really just important, compartmentalizing everything, because that really also helps you in a mental space as well. Like a lot of times where people also like put like a lot of pressure on them, but if you grow this ability to compartmentalize, that will help people so much. It really will, even as actors.
Absolutely. But was only not. Yes, she should have won. She should have won. There's a lot of
Yeah,
actresses
I agree.
should have Emmys for their work. But we know the push. We know the push, and we're seeing the shift. And like Daylon said earlier, the climate that we're in right now, uh, we have to make sure that we are going to these spaces like the NAACP Image Awards, where we're pouring and
Hmm.
celebrating into each other. That's something that I preach and talk about a lot here on my platform. We have to make sure that we are celebrating because there's so many amazing, talented writers, producers, and filmmakers out here that deserve their just due as
Absolutely.
well.
Definitely. Definitely do. Because like even just being a black community, we have just a lot, a lot of amazing talent, just in all aspects, like music, dancing, the art, just what we bring to the table and how we help shape history. Like we just bring just so much to the table, and especially in the filmmaking world. Like for example, that's why. whenever I saw Michael B. Jordan win his NCAAP or N NAACP Image Award, just the speech that he gave, and then concluding with saying, "I love being black. I love being black too. I ain't gonna lie. Just what we have overall, just with everything. I just love how with things like that we just come together as a community and just continue just to push that art out there.
We are the culture. We are the culture, as you said. There's so many filmmakers. So
Absolutely,
we are the culture. We are the innovators. We are the movers and the shakers, and we have to make sure that we are supporting these award shows and these platforms. Um, BET, uh, NAACP Image, the black, I think it's the black filmmakers. They do something as well too. It's so many, but they're recognizing us. We have to make sure that we recognize each other more than ever, especially in the given climate that we're in. Definitely.
absolutely, definitely agree. We definitely have to. It is so important, especially with everything that's going on in today's world. It is so important. So I just feel like we just need to also just come together even more as a community more than ever. It's really important. But yeah, Alexis, I agree.
Definitely.
Definitely
Fashion
support more
dolls.
black awards and movies
Uh,
and
do,
platforms. Like even with black shows like Sisters, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a huge Sisters fan. So I always love shows like Sisters. Just what Tyler Perry be putting out there, just great shows, and with just that platform being on BET, like I feel as though it's just so important because when you watch shows like that, that's also real lives too. You know what I mean? So it's like we're also related to what these characters are going through on TV. Like even just how they talk to their friends or family. It's like, man, that's like my life as well. So that's why I just love just like watching and just supporting like black TV shows and movies because I even what I said with Sisters, just amazing shows because they also help relate to us. And yeah, like you said, we definitely got to support more black awards. I agree with you, Alexis.
more than ever, more than ever, I respect Tyler Perry and the we talk about history and protecting the history and understanding our lineage. The film he did, Six Triple Eight, I didn't know about these women. We all didn't know about these women. So shout outs to him for telling these women's stories.
Absolutely, definitely. Because that's interesting because I didn't even know about it until he did the film. I still actually want to watch it, but that is just so important because even what's going on today in politics, they're trying to mask our achievements that we did in past years. They're trying to find so hard just to discredit what we've done as black people in the past 100 plus years. So it's just important for us just to keep fighting back and just come together as a black community.
More than ever, and I've been telling my guests that as well too. They're erasing our history, and it's important that we preserve and protect our lineage. Kerry Washington was outstanding,
Hmm.
yes, and she, I mean, from Scandal to Six Triple A, I mean, she understands what it is to be an innovator, to be a mover, to be. We're all we have is black filmmakers, as
Agreed.
writers, as producers, independently. And I revealed this not too long ago. I said, I'm not backed by a big corporation. I'm doing this independently because it's something that I love. So make sure that you're supporting
Right.
these up and coming black platforms that are like mine as well too. So if you love a Style by Stevie, then you'll love a Conscience TV. You'll love a Bubs the God. You'll love a Alvin Tit for Tat or a K2s. Each of us has something different that we bring to the table. But to your
Right.
point as well, too, Jamie Foxx said this where they're trying to, we will replace and make more history. This it's gonna happen
Exactly.
regardless. Whereas they're trying to take away and erase, there's going to be more of us giving more history. So they can't.
That is so true. And they can't take away the fact that we also had a black president. I mean, like the first first female vice president, black woman. So can't take that away from us. They cannot take that away from us. Mm-mm.
As much as they try to push it back out of art exhibitions and they try to remove, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. You can't
Exactly.
erase that. So yeah, for sure.
100%. 100%.
So fashion dolls, before we wrap, any last minute thoughts? I had such a great time. They would love to, but it is happening. Not at all. And they're getting pushback in mass volumes from people. People are not buying it. They're saying, why would you try to erase that? Why
Right.
would you try to erase that when we know what's really true, what's really real?
That is so true. Like even what's going on in Philly, how they're trying to remove Black history from that museum that's going on. But no matter how hard they try or how much they try to discredit, they will never do a good job at it. They're not going to succeed. It's not happening. They can keep trying all they want to. It's not going to happen. Like the more we push back, it's just going to make them even more mad. Them trying to take it away. All they're doing is just running themselves at that point because there's nothing like they can do to get rid of us, whether it's our history or present day. It's not happening.
And I believe what we're all seeing right now is the whitewashing. It's whitewashing. Where they don't want to put it in
Hmm.
books, they want to erase it, they want to push it back. So we have to, yes, we have to continue
Absolutely.
to fight to preserve these stories, tell these stories. And I think, if I'm not
Agreed.
mistaken, Viola Davis is doing something on W.E.B. Du Bois. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I was reading it on Black Enterprise. So I'm like, I've been finally waiting on somebody to tell his story. And if not him, I want somebody to tell Thurgood Marshall's story. These are the historical figures that we grew up studying in school. And you want to erase these books? I'm down here in South Carolina. And we have a whole section in our library dedicated to nothing but African American literature. So of course we know about Zora Neale Hurston, we know about Maya Angelou, we know about Toni Morrison, but there are so many others like Phyllis Wheatley, Rita Dove is another, uh, Nikki Giovanni, just to name a few. So I mean, we have to make sure that we are studying up on our history, our lineage, because they're banning books.
Absolutely.
We're seeing them ban books. Ruby Bridges, remember she made history for being the only black woman to sit in that classroom. And every morning when she would go to
Af-
school, they would come up and they would harass her. They would shout things at her, and she literally had to go in with like these men, these security guards, because they would try to get to her. They didn't want us to have an education, so we have to make sure. She wrote a children's
they
book,
didn't. Sure didn't.
and her book, y'all, it is a banned book. They banned her children's book. So yeah,
Wow.
they're banning books, they're erasing our history, they're erasing our lineage. And I think it was either Colbert, I think it was Stephen Colbert, one of the two she was down with. And she did an interview. She said, "Well, yeah, my book is one of the banned books." So they don't want you to learn about things that are different. That means diversity, equity, and inclusion. Whereas they would push it back, and even though they think that it's just benefiting us, it's no, it benefits you as well too.
Right.
So it's important. We
Exactly.
need these books. We need this because there's people come from different walks of life. Everybody's culture is not the
That
same.
is so
Everybody's
true.
background or religion or orientation, all of those things are not the same. So you can't erase that. But yes, her book is one of the banned
That
books.
is
But
so
if you
true.
guys want to go and check it out, you can go to Barnes and Noble and other places, and you can get a copy of her children's book there. So we have to preserve these books. We have to preserve the lineage. There's a book called Black
Absolutely.
Frontiers, which talks about black cowboys. And I had Damian T. Raven on the show. He says I wants to do a film on cowboys, and I was like, and make sure that it's on black cowboys. And he was like, yeah, we're going to have to make sure that these stories are told, preserve the history and lineage. This is
Absolutely.
Black History Month last month, which was February. So
Definitely. I'm about to check that out myself.
doing
Cause
that.
I
And
think
once
my
you're moving out,
grandmother,
oh yeah,
she might have the book
gentrification
herself
for
because
sure.
she
Absolutely.
has a personal library where it's all nothing but Black history, just books of Black history. So I do know my mom, like my grandmother, she has something like that. So I'm gonna have to ask her, like even just reading to the book myself, because like you said, it's just important that as Black people, we always gotta read into our history and just keep that just amongst ourselves. Like even like it also goes into like what happened with or a situation that happened with Kyrie Irving a couple seasons ago when he got suspended for just sharing a post about Black Hebrews, and they suspended him for it. And then they try to label him as anti-Semitic, which it had nothing to do with it at all. So they're just trying to find a way just to shut us up, and but it's not working. We're just going to keep being vocal about it because the more that they shut us up, the more we're going to speak out. So I don't know what they think they're trying to succeed whenever they try to shut us up. It's not happening.
Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to Durant CRC. Make sure you guys head on over and check out the Sit Down with Durant CRC and check out his
What's up,
single
Durant?
Rose Colored Glasses. Um, Durant is in the fragrance world, in the beauty world, and we did a conversation together. It was pretty fun, kicking off season 20, which was amazing. And he came on my show and I went on his, and we had a ball. So, my scent combo is in my stories. You guys can check it out on Instagram at style by Stevie underscore daytime. Every day there's a different fragrance that I wear. And today's scent, because I know Duran is going to ask, what is it? It is Victor and Ralph's Good Fortune. And the bottle is beautiful. That, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
might have to
was
check that
walking
one with you and
throughout
Durant
the
out as
day. I
well.
went outside and it's still on me. It's on me right now. Yes. So you guys can go and check that out. It's Victor and Rouse Good Fortune. It's right here on my vanity table. So isn't that beautiful? That's it.
Oh, that's a
That is it.
beautiful bottle. Honestly, that will make you want
Yes.
to like. Let's say
Victor
my
and
mom
Ralph's
saw something
Good
like that. That'll make
Fortune.
her want to
And
go. Ooh, I want that.
so you guys can go and check that out. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I cannot remember who the face for this fragrance was. So y'all can go and check it out and see. Um one of the singers I have to see. And I layered it with my Victoria's Secret Sugar Violets. So you guys can go and check that out of my stories. But do we have any questions for myself or Daylon? We were just talking about the importance of Black filmmakers, Durant, just coming in.
Mm, very important. Very important that we just keep that attitude and just keep going.
FKA Twigs was the face of it. She was the face of the Good Fortune.
Oh,
Yes.
FKA
So
Twigs. Listen, guys, if you
yes,
have never listened to FKA Twigs as an artist, I highly recommend you check her out. She is so underrated as an artist. She just, especially like I first listened to FKA Twigs in 2015. She has this song called Pendulum. The song itself is just a pure work of art. The video also just fits perfectly with it. Check out FKA Twigs as an artist if you guys ever get the chance. She makes some wonderful music, and her vocals are amazing. Like honestly, I like out of everybody that's a singer, she is honestly the most underrated. The high notes that she can hit, oh man, like definitely check out FKA Twigs.
and the ad is beautiful. So she looks amazing in it. Her pendulum is one of my favorites from her. And when I saw because whenever they release the scent, one of the things that they send you, the samples, they had her picture on it. I was like, okay, she's the face of it. She looks amazing. So y'all can go and check it out. But yes, that's the scent of the day. Yes, beautiful and sexy. Oh, the scent? Yes, it is. It is. It's still on me. It's still on me. It's all over my dress here. So it's going to be on me for a couple hours. This scent lasts long. So Durant, check it out, my love. Definitely go and check that out. But before we wrap, do we have any questions for myself or Daylon? And make sure that you guys are networking amongst yourself in the comments as well too. Her vocals
Yeah,
and her
networking is honestly
visuals.
very
Oh yeah.
important. It really is. Also helps just to like keep learning, almost like what you said earlier, Stevie. Just keep learning amongst each other. Like that is just so important.
Definitely, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree.
Her
Our vocals and
vocals. You
visuals, or
you can go up there in
it is
F6.
a pure work of art.
And she is underrated. And I feel like we recognize so many other female artists, but she's one that you have to recognize as well too, like
Absolutely. Like
visionary.
even with my social media, I've tried it so hard to like everybody else is just like listening to platforms and posting the artists that are mainstream. I always try to give the underrated artists a lot more love. Like for example, like FK Twigs, the Young Blues, the K Camps of the world, just these are the artists that people aren't listening to on a mainstream level. But once I put them on into these artists, they be like, hold up, I have never heard these artists, but their art, their music is a work of art, a whole lot better than the mainstream. So I just try to like tell people like check out these artists as well because these artists are just truly talented. Honestly, they don't get the recognition that they deserve because of how truly talented that they are, and just different from a regular mainstream artist.
Again, and it goes back to pouring into these artists and uh, the law of reciprocity. What you put out is what you're going to get back in return. And I've heard Durant say that on
Exactly.
his channel as well too. As being, especially if you're an independent artist, if you're signed to a label or whatever, make sure that you are pouring into other artists as well too. And I love networking
Hmm.
people, pairing people up together. Shout outs! I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. My girl Kendra Shanae, shout outs to her, an independent artist. We were doing our interview together, and another artist by the name of Phil Loft, we call him the male Sade, because he sounds just like her, and his music
Oh
takes
wow, I'm
you
gonna
to
have to
a
check them
place the
out.
same way
I love Sade, honestly, one of the greatest ever.
y'all can go and check him out. And these two paired up to do something. So I said, "What y'all got planned?" And they just would not tell me. And still to this day, they have would not tell me. So they're working on something, and that's based off of the strength of me pairing them up together through our interviews. They came in and I said, "Y'all two network exchange." They must have talked after I interviewed them individually, and they're working on something. So you guys stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay tuned for that as well. I can't wait to see that.
Again, it's all about pairing people up together. I'm like, okay, y'all got it from here. Y'all got it. Y'all both in the field of music.
Yeah,
So y'all
right.
going ahead and do what you got to do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Especially just knowing that, like, even as artists, is like, or just being this world, just art, we're literally all just creators. Like whether that's music, acting, filmmaking, just being just an artist overall. It's all about like pairing with just two people that got two creativities or two creative minds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's how we've come full circle and now we're here. And even
Yeah,
for the fashion
absolutely,
dolls in the comments, you guys are networking amongst yourselves.
absolutely.
So, fashion dolls, if we don't have any other questions for myself or Daylon before we wrap, because I am going to bring him back later in the springtime. You guys stay tuned for that. What else are you looking forward to in the year of 2026? You've got Mayor of Kingstown. You just completed New York Fashion Week, and you did some auditions as well too. What else are you looking to dabble into? Like writing, directing? Could we see that in the year of 2026?
Honestly, that's interesting that you said that because two friends of mine, like one of my friends, his name is Nathan Sullivan, and another friend of mine, his name is Ben Dunlow. Ben Dunlow, really great friend. He's so knowledgeable. He's also an actor as well. He's on check Empire. If you guys don't get a chance, check him out on I think he's also like from season 4 to whatever the last season of Empire was as one of Lucius's bodyguards, Ben Dunlow. But we were just talking about just like putting out like just creative content, like writing a script, directing it, getting some actors for that. So that's something that we also got in the works. And but we're definitely going to talk more about that next time we're on here because it's something that we're still just working on, getting a script together and just trying to figure out the name and idea for it. But it's something that we definitely got to talk about. And my friend Nathan Sullivan, he wants me to do a movie with him as well. So we're just trying to like create content and just put it out there as well. And I will say for like also for 2026 that I'm also looking forward to is also getting more into like the modeling side because like I experienced the acting side, like I really just like started experiencing the modeling side since like towards the end of 2025. So trying to like just experience that more often, get that more out there, and just really just diversify my portfolio. And overall, just having the ability to help other people too, you know, just be more comfortable with them being them and also having them chase their dreams. So those are also goals I'm looking forward to for this year so far.
Chef Scott says she don't have a question, but she has a statement. What is it, girl? Tell us about it. When while Chef Scott is typing, um, I'm manifesting more for you in the future. The auditions that you are auditioning for, it is going to come full circle. You're going to get it. If you got Mayor of
Oh,
Kingstown
thank you
with
so much.
Jeremy Renner, it's more that's going to come in the future as well too. And I create vision boards, and one of the things that I put on my vision board for when I created it back last year in 2025 was more, more to come. I predicted that I was going to hit 1,000 interviews in 2026, and lo and behold, it happened this year. Shout outs to
It
my brother
happened
K2.
just like that.
He said it either could happen in February or March, and it happened this month right here in March. And I was like, brother, I'm not sure. But he proved me wrong. You know, you sometimes doubt yourself. But I
Right.
was just
But
like,
it's like when you have
like,
that
okay, I'm
vision,
sort of reluctant, like, mm, yeah,
yeah, and it also goes back to the statement where it's like nothing really is impossible, you know? Everything's possible. Like even if you think it won't come to fruition, like it's just guaranteed to also happen. So I think that's also another thing where everybody just kind of has this ability where they're just not willing to just go out and just try it. They kind of limit themselves. Where I also think people in the world gotta stop limiting themselves as well. Because when you limit yourself, you're not gonna get nowhere in life. Whether that's just your main goal or just something that you claim you always wanted to do, just stop limiting yourself. Just go out there and just do it. Just do it. That's what I try to tell people as well. Just do it. Don't not limit yourself.
absolutely. And Alvin, yes, you did. You did. Bubs hit 1K this year in 2026. Our colleague Bubs the God. He hit 1K subs right here on YouTube. And I hit 1K interviews. So, I mean, it's
Full circle.
thousand.
Yeah, and I'm
But
also happy to be
something
a part
good
of it as
comes from
well.
that. I just don't know what it is. I still can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy to be a part
Yes,
of it.
and more on the journey to come. My other colleague, shout outs to him. He said you're going to do more and more and more and more and more. Let's go for 2,000. I said yes. Let's keep going. I still
Keep
have a lot
growing.
of conversation, a lot of stories that need to be shared. So It's more that's gonna keep going, and it was all gas, no brakes. Like we literally, yeah, we had little breaks here and there, but I kept going. I was consistent with it every Monday through Friday. So thank you all for encouraging me to keep going because it's been a strenuous journey. But now I must say that that's one thing I can check off of my bucket list that I completed. That I put on my vision board, and now it's finally happened.
Yeah, I'm also gonna manifest for you as well, just to keep going no matter what. Definitely.
And I receive it. I receive it wholeheartedly. Fashion Dolls, do we have any questions or comments for myself or Daylon? And I hope you guys enjoyed the Women's History Month trivia that we did as well. So in case you missed it, we oh my God, we've done over an hour of conversation. Look up top, Fashion
Honestly, it didn't even
Dolls.
feel
We've
like
done
an
over
hour.
an hour long conversation.
Yeah, that's how amazing this interview was so far.
It's
Honestly,
so good.
it's so good. It really is.
Oh my
I'm enjoying
goodness.
myself.
And I appreciate it. And I'm going to bring you back again later in the spring. So before we wrap, final thoughts. Do you have any final thoughts to anybody? We touched on following the pursuit of your dreams. Oh, wait, we got a question from Durant. Before we get to the final thought, which is, uh, he would like to know: are you getting more work through an agency? And he says, I have an agent, and I get nothing from them. So he wants to know how to get more work.
Honestly, that's interesting that you said that, Durant. Like I have an agency right now, but I'm not getting work through them. Like a lot of people have a conception where, okay, I'm signed to an agent, I'm expecting more work. But it's like no, a lot of times you are your own agent, you know? You can honestly you can just go on apps like where a lot of people don't notice. You can go on like apps like Actors Access, look for work, um, apps like Backstage, also casting networks. That also helps you like get your work. Honestly, I got more booked just for using those apps than I did through my own agency. Like even with Mary Kingstown, I just went looking for it. Like we're using the apps like Backstage or casting networks. That really also helps get you out there as well. Like a lot of times, do not let do not just sit back and just keep waiting for your agency just to get you work. Just go out looking for it for yourself. And that's what I do. Like if my agency isn't really just giving me work, I go out look for it myself. And there might be times where your own agency would book you for some work, but if they do so while also looking for work, that's a win-win, you know, like amongst yourself and just also with you and your own agency. But if I was you, I highly recommend using apps like Backstage, Actors Access, and just those different casting apps. Most people don't even know that. Most people don't even know that Backstage and them exist. But definitely, if you get a chance, check those out. Yeah, I agree. I
Yep, and
definitely can
Durant
get my
says he hate
yeah.
that though because
I'm
I
the
can't
same way.
get
I get my own
mine.
work as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, because like so far I only bit like one thing with my own agency, here in Pittsburgh. The name is the Talent Group. But I'm not sitting around waiting for them to give me work, you know? I just use that time just to go get my own work. Like with Mary Kingstown, I use that to go get my own work. Meeting Phil Rice up in Mary Kingstown. He told me he went out to go get his own work. He put in for an audition through that, but it wasn't with his own agency. He was with it something else similar to Backstage and that. And that's how he's on Mary Kingstown right now as a reoccurring character on Mary Kingstown since season two.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that want to get into the business, share insight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
another key thing is networking. That's why we stress the importance of
Definitely.
networking so that people can get themselves and their brands out there. Like I met with someone, I hope you
Exactly.
guys like the new logo here on Style by Stevie because when I started it off for season 20, it was just, like this green silk. But now I was at first, I was like, okay, I don't ever want to put my face in a logo. But I met with someone by the name of Lee Valentine Arts. And Leander is his name on Instagram. And I tagged him. You guys seen the new logo here for my channel. And he took one of my, I sent him a couple photos, and he took one of my photos and created that beautiful logo that you guys see with the Style by Stevie emblem and the heels and the microphone and what else did he put in it? Makeup, all of that. And then he put what, my platform is about. Because we
Right.
number of different other things here other than just entertainment and the arts. So
Yeah,
I mean we cover
exactly.
beauty, we cover fashion, we cover all of those different aspects, and he took it and he created the image. And breaking news, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, so if you guys didn't see it, I'm going to show it to you here again on the channel. You guys can go and check it out. So he played around with it a little bit, and then around, I want to say 4 o'clock yesterday, he came up with something, and I'm gonna show you guys what he came up with about networking and getting yourself out there. If you guys follow me on
Mm-mm.
Instagram, it is style by Stevie underscore daytime. So you guys can go and see the new logo there. Oh, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you. So I'm interacting while I'm live with the guests as well too. And this is the new logo.
Yeah, that logo is fire. Fire logo. And that's interesting that you said that also about networking because you might meet somebody on set or someone in a business where you just build a good relationship with them. Like the key thing is always relationships because a lot of times, let's just say if that person in the industry or that actor or model gets some work, you build such a good relationship with them, they even bring you in. So networking is really key as well. It really is.
Yes, I mean everything from I wanted every single detail on her to be right. I said, make sure you give her lashes because I do have lashes. My eyes are kind of slanted a little. Uh, my almond shaped eyes. Make sure you put nails on her because I'm known for my nails. And he dot every I, cross every T. He executed it perfectly. So you guys can check him out, and he does a lot of paintings. His name is Lee Valentine Art on IG, and he came up with that. So he's going to be coming on the show, but it'll be later this year. But you guys can go and check out some of his artwork. Amazing, incredible. He did several. The other, I'm going to let you guys see that one as well too that he came up with. And my mom, she was just like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Do you have to ask because we both look alike?" So he came up with
I'm about to
several.
check that
Here's
out
the
myself.
other option that he came up with as well too. I'm gonna let you guys see it. So I mean,
Oh wow, he came up with that. Oh my goodness. Now that's some great artwork.
yes,
That is perfect, honestly.
and Style by Stevie. So
Wow, I just love how you did that.
what is this leading? What is this all? I'm showing you guys because what is this going to be leading up to? Merch. I'm going to possibly start doing merch. So, mugs, we're talking the flashcards, we're talking all of these things. So, I'm looking on Canva and I just took it and I played around with it. He said, put it on mugs, put it on t shirts. So, how Sherry has merch, how, who's another talk show? Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, all of them they have merch. I want to start doing that for my
Yeah, especially
platform.
with their
So
merch.
stay tuned. Definitely.
Yeah, and I can't wait
Definitely.
to see
I'm
that.
like,
Honestly, I
why
might even
not
cop my
have
own.
the Style by
Honestly,
Stadium?
definitely got caught my own.
Thank you, Chef Scott. Yes, he did very beautiful. Like he just took one of my. I sent him a couple options for photos, and I don't know which one he because with the new AI stuff and creating art. I mean, I've had so
Yeah,
many people, and then there's something else that he's to. Ah, he wants to know how tall you are. Durant asked, "How tall are
I am 6 foot tall, but Honestly, your height does not matter, especially in this industry, because I worked around actors that are also really short as well. Um, it's really just about confidence, you know. But also, it's also about what suits you best, you know, and what they're looking for. Like a lot of times, they might look for an actor that's shorter or just taller. Like a lot of times, they look for actors that's taller than me. But don't let that like stir your confidence or anything. Like because I promise you, your height, like most of the time, even your looks don't really matter that much. You know, it's just about your confidence. Like even on camera, just bring that.
And not only just that, but I remember sitting down with a casting director, Sandy Elise, and she's done a lot of work in the LA area. And she was saying, what is one thing that actors that are going for an audition or auditioning for a role ask her? And the question that she gets asked the most is, how do I stand out at an audition? And Daylon just said it. The same answer that he said, she said as well too, which is bring your personality, bring the character to life. They don't
Hmm.
care about your height. Now, they are going to want you to change your appearance. I did a horror film back in
Yeah, right.
2022, and it's called The Assistant to Reconnected. And you guys can go and check it out here on YouTube. And we shot it, it was during the pandemic. And this was my very first ever acting role. I went in with no experience, whereas my peers that were in the film, shout out to my co-star in the film, Roman. Me and Roman had a scene. I was a college professor, and he said for this role, we don't want you to look like one of the students. So for the role, the photo, you guys can go to my community tab here on YouTube. That photo with the short pixie, that was around the time we shot The Assistant. And he said, no,
Wow, I'm gonna
that's
definitely have
it
to check
right
that out
there.
myself.
And I was like, you want me to have short hair for the role? Yes. So I had the Tony Braxton for the role. And you guys can check that photo out because I'm always changing my hair up. Next week is going to be completely different. So he said, we don't want you to look like one of the students. We want you to look like a professor, a college professor. And that it did. It tied in perfectly. He put the whole look together, what he wanted her to wear, how he wanted her hair. I was like, okay, and anything for you. You can't argue with him. But one thing these casting directors and these producers that are writers for the film, they're going to want you to have a certain look. You're developing the character.
Right.
And he developed the
That is
character.
so true.
And I got the role on my birthday, and he said, there's a catch. I said, what is it? We want you to have short hair for the role. I said, say less. And at the time, I had at least, I think it was 28 inches of hair going down my back. This is my birthday, so I went all out.
Wow.
I went crazy with it. And he said, you know what? Let's do something different. And I loved it. I went back and I watched it. Because Alvin seen it, Tip Tat has seen it, and he says you did great. So you look different. But yes, and my mom at the time, because I'm born in '93. She had short hair, and I went back
Right.
and I looked at a picture of myself and my mom. I'm like, okay, scary and weird at the same time because we both look alike, and I get it all the time from people like. You look just like your mom. You sound just like your mom on the phone. You guys look so much alike. And if not me, then my brother who served in the military, who is my identical twin. If you basically take away my eyelashes, you take away all that, you can have another one of me around here. And that is my brother.
The identity, yeah, identify as
So
your mom.
yes,
It's like seeing your own mom on screen. Like, so
identical.
I can only just imagine just how she was feeling just seeing that.
And I went back and I looked at
Oh
the
man,
picture
that
when
is
she
so
was
insane.
pregnant with me. This was around 1992. Her and my dad are in the picture, and I'm just like, I'm in her stomach. I didn't come out until '93, and I'm looking at the picture of myself when we did the film, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm just like, every time, because we get it, all of us, we collectively get that. Oh my god, you look just like
Right.
your mama.
That is so true.
You sound just
That is
like your
so
mama.
true.
We get it all the time, and I'm just like, can I have my own
Yeah,
face,
yeah, it's
please?
so true. Like people tell me,
So
people tell me, "Oh, you got your mom's eyes. You look just like your mom." I'm like, "Oh, you look just like your dad." But it's like, I just want to just be me. I just want to look like me. I just want to look like Daylon. That's it. So that's interesting that you said that because it's like, man, I be having my own thoughts as well with that. Like, I love the idea of looking like my parents, but it's like, dang, I just want to look like Daylon too, you know? So
Right, like we be wanting our own voice, our own identity, but we
yeah,
can't help
right.
it. And it's a blessing. He said when you look like your parents more
It
than
is.
anything, it's a blessing. It is a blessing.
That is so true. I agree with that. That is so true. Definitely. But yeah, by the way, I gotta
Fashion
say thank you
Dolls
so much for this
carrying
interview,
on a
Stevie.
tangent. Always, and I would love to have you back again in the spring.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
All right, Fashion Dolls. The final thought of the day. The final thought of the day comes from our First Lady, Michelle Obama, and it is for Women's History Month. And she says, there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. Women, we basically created this world, this nation. And it
Hmm.
is up to us to continue to keep flourishing and giving our talents, our beauty, our grace, our strength. And my mom raised me a strong woman. A strong woman raised a strong woman. And I'm thankful for my mom. If it wasn't for her, y'all wouldn't have 1,000 interviews. Y'all wouldn't have a style by Stevie if it wasn't for my mom because
Right.
I grew up with four brothers and two sisters. I was the third born. And my mom, after she had my brother and my sister, she said, no more, but here comes this baby. Me, the third born. This baby with these almond shaped eyes coming up like, okay, mom, it's me and you now. My dad cut my umbilical cord,
Hmm.
brought me into the world. And if
Right.
it wasn't for my mom, being a strong woman, a strong black woman, and raising me as a strong black woman. I'm 32 years old and now having a mind and a sense of my own. And now being able to gift and teach and nurture. And I was so proud. She left under my comments one day. She said, thank you for teaching us. I get that knowledge and that strength and that dignity and that grace and that elegance from my mother. My mother is a Libra. I'm a Scorpio. So you can only imagine sometimes how our personalities clash. And my grandmother, who is 82, will say, yep, you are definitely your grandmother's, your grandparents will remind you, you are definitely your mother's child because we start inheriting
Uh-huh.
some of the
That is
things from
so
their
true.
personalities. So thankful, yes. Women's History Month, I want to recognize our moms, myself as a woman, and our moms. Pour into your mothers because you only get one. You only get one in this lifetime. And I'm
Yeah,
so
that is
thankful
so true. You
that
sure
this
do.
woman birthed me and brought me into this world because I was not planned, I was not expected. She did not want to have any more kids after she had my brother
Hmm.
and my sister. She and you know how with the birthing process, it's like your brother and your sister gave me the same pain that you gave me, and I was 8 pounds 8 ounces, y'all. I was a big baby.
Yeah,
But
right.
I done lost all of it now. I don't know where it's at on me.
All right, bro. Good seeing you, man. Oh my goodness, it's been such a long time, man. Yeah, shout out to you
Yes,
as well. But yeah, we
and
sure
he's
did
coming
do that
back on
wrestling
the
movie
show.
together.
So
It's been
shout
such a
outs to
while,
Ira
man.
Soul. Make sure y'all go
Yeah,
and
also shout out to your music
stream.
too, man. I've been checking
You
that
got
out.
them vibes.
Like the music's been amazing, man. Definitely. But yeah, brother, I hope to work with you again, man. I had a great time with you on that set.
And shout outs to my girl Cougar Kai. Again, Women's History Month. So shout outs to my girl Cougar Kai. Y'all go and check her out as well too. The MDMA fam. And she's one of the only female hip hop artists signed to Ira Soul's MDMA. So y'all make sure y'all go and check out my girl Cougar Kai. Shout outs to her as well too. And Daylon, it was so funny because we had a Whitney Mariah moment. We both wore the same jumpsuit. And that was in one of our interviews. So you guys can go and check that out.
Yeah, I definitely gotta check
And
that
he
out as
says, no
well.
doubt, I see you doing your thing and I appreciate you.
Yeah, same with you, bro.
So,
Can't wait till we go work together
but,
again, man. I really can't.
oh, she's not. Oh, okay. But she was his love interest in the video. So make sure y'all go and check it out for sure. You
Yeah, I
got
might
them
definitely check that out
vibes.
myself.
Definitely.
Uh-huh. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much for this interview,
All right.
Stevie. Like,
Fashion
I just
dolls.
had just a great talk with you. Like, And it even felt like we was doing this what for over an hour. Like I really just enjoyed it. It really was. Like time just shot by so fast. So, but no, thank you so much for having me on here.
You are so welcome. And where can everyone follow you and check you out? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fun Friday. Um, Women's History Month trivia, all of that. Check beginning to end.
Yeah, if you guys can, yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's my name at Daylon Burks. That's my user tag on there. And also even on Facebook, same name. You will find me. Just look me up. Like same profile picture and everything. You'll just see me with a beard. That'll be me. So I know like there's not like a lot of people with a similar name as mine. So it's like you might just be the only person that you will see with my name. So just look me up on there, follow me, give me a chance, and I'll follow you guys right back. But yeah, let's connect, guys. Stay connected.
Yes, and Ira is coming on the show in May. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And he says that he's down for sure and he's going to go check out the video. Check out the video. You got the vibes right here on YouTube. I love you all,
Yeah,
fashion
bro, I gotta
dolls,
check that out,
and I
man.
will see you
I
guys
even
next
can't wait
week.
to see your interview. Yeah, but thank you so much, Stevie. All right, you have a good one. All right.
Oh yes, and he popped up before we went on. You too, and I love you all. And next week, Carolyn Jones joins me. So make sure you guys tune in and have your reminders set. I love you all, fashion dolls, and enjoy your Friday. Till next time, and Daylon, thank you for an extraordinary show today.
Thank you so much. The same with you. You enjoy the rest of your Friday.
You too. Take care, everybody. Till next time, fashion dolls.
All right, bye, everybody.